Good evening, friends. As in my previous video, I have discussed about the oogenesis and spermatogenesis, and in today's video, I'm going to discuss about the development of the female sexual organs embryologically, male and female both, and the various abnormal development of the reproductive systems in females. As I already written down over here, in when there is after the fertilization, when there is absence of Y chromosome, then there will be the development of the female, and there will be no SRY gene. When there will be no SRY gene, there will be the development of the females. In the last video, as I have already told, that the reproductive organs develop from the genital ridge and from the endothelial cells that move from the yolk sac or the primordial cells, also call them. So they differentiated into the Mullerian ducts in case of females, which are paramesonephric in origin, and from the Mullerian ducts there will be development of the uterus, fallopian tube, cervix, and the upper one-third of the vagina in case of the females. And when there will be no development of the Mullerian ducts, will be stopped by the SRY gene. That means if SRY gene is available in the chromosomes, then there will be no development of the Mullerian ducts, and there will be the development of the Wolffian ducts, which is mesonephric in origin, and will give rise to the epididymis, vasa deferens, seminal vesicles in case of males. And there is one structure more develops, that is gubernaculum, that gives the ovarian ligaments, round ligament, ovarian ligament and round ligament in case of females, and testis in case of males. So few things I will speak over here about the ovulation time too. That the ovulation time is about 2 minutes, and it is the largest cell of the human body during the ovulation. That is about 100 to 150 micro in size. So the lifespan of the corpus luteum is about 14 days, and progesterone promotes the proliferation of the lobules and alveoli, helps in the zygote transport by the secretion from tubes. Cervical secretions become scanty, inhibits LH surge. Progesterone inhibits LH surge. So if the fertilization takes place, the LH peaks in 36 hours before the ovulation. Before the ovulation. So now I will discuss over here about the various abnormal development of the uterine structures in case of females. So as I have already drawn the pictures to save the time, in the first picture we can see the normal development of the uterus, ovaries, and the cervix, which develops from the Mullerian ducts. And the first abnormal condition is the uterine diadelphys, where there will be two uterus, two cervix, and development of the two vagina. This condition is called the uterus diadelphys. And there will be the broad mass of tissue which separate the cervix, which separates the vagina into two parts. Next condition is the uterus bicornis, where there will be, we can see two uterine horns. We can see two uterine horns, two cervix, and two vagina, which is separated by a median septum. Next condition is the uterus bicornis, where we can see two separate uterine cornu, one cervix and one vagina. This is the uterus bicornis unicollis. Next one is the septate uterus, In the septate uterus, uterus, single cervix, but medium septum divides its cavity and cervix. This is the medium septum divides its cavity and cervix. Next is the subseptate uterus, in which uterine cavity is partially septated from the other portion of the cavity. Next, the last one is the uterus unicollis, where the one rudimentary horn is developed from one Mullerian duct. That means in this case only one Mullerian duct is there, from which the one horn of the uterus develops. The other one is absent in the case. So the other questions which asked in the examination is that which male or female part is equivalent to each other, or you can say corresponds to one another. So I will talk about them. I will write down over here. Then labia majora is the structure which is equivalent to the scrotum in case of males. This is the female parts, this is the male parts, which and the labia minor in females is penile urethra and skin of penis. Then there is the Bartholin glands, which is equal to the Cowper's glands, which give secretion and increase the quantity of the ejaculation. And clitoris is equivalent to penis, and Skinny's gland corresponds to prostate. So this kind of questions are surely asked in various competitive examinations. So this was all about the development of the, this was a short notice, you can say, about the development of the sexual organs in case of male and female both. So we will see it in the next lecture. There will be more explanation about all these. Thank you so much.